As long as we're talking about players you've coached, there's this one guy from Nova Scotia that we've heard of, Sidney Crosby. The summer is when players improve. I read fascinating quotes by you about his path to improvement, tireless work. This is the stuff that hockey players who are watching this would love to hear.
Yeah, Sidney Crosby is the best player in our game and certainly has been over the last 10 years or so. He's still a little young man, I guess, but he's been great. But Sid has a great ability to improve his game and improve in certain areas that he focuses on. Certainly trains harder than as anyone in the game. But the one summer in particular, he had just scored 35 goals. He'd never gotten over the 35 or 32 goal score, and he wanted to score 50 goals. Knew he needed to get a better shot. So what did he do? He tried out 25, 30 different sticks, lies, and curves. He figured out which were flex of his stick, what's best for him, built a shooting cage in his backyard up in Nova Scotia there, and spent the summer working on his shot with a plan, with a purpose, shooting pucks daily with new stick, new technology, and came back to Pittsburgh with a better shot, more confidence in his shot, scored 50 goals the next season. That's just an example of him improving, him working on his game, him being an excellent improver of his game, focused on it. He did in other areas as well.
Let me state the obvious. It worked, Sid. Well done.
Yeah, he's really good.
The mindset, though, and it's worth pointing out, as you say, over the last 10 years, arguably the best player in the world, he stays hungry and continues to look at areas to develop. That attitude, how unique is that?
He's the best in the game at it, maybe the greatest ever at it in his game. He's always working to get better, always wants to get better. People ask, what was it like to coach Sidney Crosby? It was a pleasure to coach Sidney Crosby. He's a guy who's always driving, always working, trying to be his very best. And you can see it as his game evolved. You can go from face-offs to the shot, to where he shoots the puck, around the net with tips. So this year in particular, you saw him score 8 goals, batting it out of the air in the last 40 games, adding that to his game, and he'll continue to do that as he goes forward in his career.
The hand-eye coordination, ridiculous. Mike Rupp tells the story about going and taking batting practice at PNC and Crosby hitting one out of the park. He's not a batter, but he was able to pick that up. Obviously, he played when he was a kid.